I know it's a bit weird to follow up my relatively successful AMV with an update video, but I was not expecting it to do so well. It was supposed to be a shitpost in between uploads, and I'd already planned on making this video, so fuck it, I'm still doing it. It's not really anymore because this video is really late, as you'd come to expect from me at this point, but about a month ago it was my channel's 1-year anniversary. On December 28th of last year I uploaded my shitty ass Punigar Senpai video, and since then I've uploaded 19 more of varying quality, ranged from garbo to decent. On screen is a Jiffy video tier list I've made to sum up my general opinion about them. You can pause if you want. There's a bunch of things I want to discuss, but before I get into it I need to say the obligatory thank you for 1,500 subs. As cliche as it sounds, that's a much bigger number than I was expecting to end the year on, and so thank you for that, but also it kinda feels like an empty victory. I know I'm gonna sound like a spoiled brat, but let me try to explain my point of view. When I started my channel, it took me 7 months to get to 100 subs. But when my Oregairu videos started doing well, I was gaining about 100 subs every day, and I know this student growth should probably make me happy. Your work is finally getting rewarded, isn't that great? But my brain just can't seem to process it that way. It kinda feels like all the efforts I put into making my other videos were obsolete, and that made me realize that I just don't find YouTube's growth system that rewarding. To me it feels like going to a batting center, except you're blindfolded. So you may practice your swing as much as you'd like, but in the end, whether you actually hit the ball or not is not up to you. And of course this is only true to some extent. I think amazing content will most likely always do well. I'm just not at that level yet. And I don't want this to come off as me being ungrateful or anything. I'm very happy that the Oregairu video did well because it's one of the videos I've made that I'm the most proud of, but the gacha nature of YouTube's algorithm is just not for me. I just don't want to chase after views basically. I'd like this channel to remain as genuine as possible because I only started it as a way to express my love for anime and manga, and I want to try to keep it that way. I think one of my main gripes with YouTube is the fact that the amount of work you put into a video isn't that correlated with how well it will do, and that's really discouraging. The best example to illustrate this point is Manmod's The Point of SSSS Gridman video. It's pretty agreed upon on YouTube that this was by far the best video of 2019. He spent months working on it, and it currently has 37k views, despite being an actual masterpiece that raised the bar for everyone else on YouTube. Meanwhile, the AMV I only put 2 to 3 hours into is nearing 100k views just because I posted it at the right time. And I'm not patting myself on the back here, I'm highlighting a problem that's exemplified by my AMV. I think it's really stupid that the title, thumbnail, and how trendy the subject is more important than the video itself. It encourages low effort content and is the most boring thing in the world, but there's also nothing we can do about it, apart from going to subscribe to Manmod's channel. How are you not sub to this guy yet? He makes some of the best content on YouTube, and you know, it kinda sounds like I'm sucking his dick right now, but I kinda am, you know? Like, he really does make some great ass content, so, you know, if you've never heard of this guy, just go sub to him, please. While I'm in the vein of pointless ranting, I'd like to address my easy breezy AMV, and after that I swear I'm done complaining and I'll move on to more positive things. So basically, it doing well is one of the worst things that could have happened to my ego. To me, there's 3 main components and skills that go into making the kind of videos I like to make: writing, narrating, so voiceovers, and editing. While I'm fairly confident in my editing skills, I'm very insecure when it comes to my writing and narrating skills. I struggle to write scripts I find interesting enough to turn into videos, and my accent and monotone voice makes my narrating by far the worst part of my videos. I'm constantly working to improve in those departments, and when I look back at my old videos, I can definitely see that I've made a lot of progress, so it's all good. But the AMV doing so well pretty much validates my insecurities. The only video that doesn't feature any kind of writing or narrating is by far the best performing video on my channel, so it's almost like YouTube is telling me to shut the fuck up and just become a full-time editor instead. So if anybody watching this wants to hire me, you know, hit me up. I'm a poor student, I do need money, so I don't know who's gonna watch this video. Maybe some guy that needs somebody to edit their videos is gonna watch this. So hey, if you're that guy, I'm your guy. Okay, I know that this video is just basically me complaining the whole time at this point, but my very final complaint before I get to positive things is that one of my biggest frustrations when it comes to making video is the fact that there's a lot of series I dearly love that I just don't have anything to say about, so I can make videos on them, and it's really frustrating Like for example, the High Score Girl anime ended a couple of weeks ago, and it made me super emotional because I haven't felt this deep of a connection with an anime in a long time, so I really wanted to make a video about it, but I just don't have anything noteworthy to say. I think I'm just a pretty dumb guy in general, dude, like why am I even making videos? To end it off on a more positive note, I'd like to state some of my goals for 2020, and some of them are more realistic than others, but a man can dream. First, I'd like to make a great video I'm very proud of. As I said earlier, I've made garbage and good videos, but I've yet to make a great video. If I can manage to make one in 2020, I'll feel good about myself. Second, I'd like to start making a lot more manga videos because I'm actually a huge manga reader. I read way more manga than I watch anime, and there's a lot of hidden gems I'd like to shed light on. The problem is that manga videos take way more time to produce than anime ones, but I'll try to grind it out. Third, and this is the most unlikely one, but I'd like to get to 10,000 subs. Probably not happening, but it doesn't hurt to have a concrete goal. Fourth, in the same vein, I'd like to hit 100 followers on Twitter. I just put it in my channel's description about a week ago, and I never actually advertised it, so it makes sense, but right now I pretty much have 0. Most of my current followers are all random bots, but I use Twitter a lot and I'd like to use it to share my opinion on stuff. I need to start doing a better job advertising it. Fifth, I'd like to have a better upload schedule. Right now it's pretty terrible, and it's not because I'm putting countless hours into my videos, it's because I procrastinate way too much. I also have 4 roommates and I can only record when no one's home, which is basically like waiting for the stars to align. Sometimes I have a script that's been completed for a week, but I just don't get any opportunities to record, and I don't know how to solve this problem, to be honest. Finally, I'd like to just get better overall at making videos. I'm not at all satisfied with the level I'm currently at, and I don't want to sound like a crybaby, but I genuinely don't feel like I deserve to have the amount of subs I have right now. So I really do want to improve. Oh yeah, and bonus one, I want to get enough money to buy a new mic because this one is fucking garbage, dude. You can probably tell. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't expect too many people to watch this update video, but if you did, thank you very much for watching my stuff, and I hope you'll keep supporting me going forward.